Hey guys, what if here, and welcome back to NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup season mode for races 33 and 34, the finale of this mini Thunder saga. Even though this isn't really a Thunder game, but the engine that this game uses is basically the Thunder 04 stuff, so that's why I'm lumping it in. So there's a lot to say at the end of this video. I don't want to get into that just yet. We got races to run, business as usual. So we're going into this, and basically as long as we finish ahead of Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, whether that's one position, it'll probably two positions at minimum, it'll be more than enough points to actually clinch it going into Homestead. So it's weird. I really thought Kansas was going to be really difficult because it's been difficult, but that was a relatively easy one in comparison. So it kind of threw off my stats. So before we get into it, paint scheme, we're going with the John Deere one. Last time we're seeing it, and I don't know if there's any symbolism with that car at this track, but we're running it. Did he even run it at Darlington? I don't think he did. I might as well look it up. No, he did not run at Darlington in 2000. I'm confusing myself with other years, dates, and all the other information. So no. There's not a whole lot else to get into it. It's the Southern 500, the only year that they ever did it as the second to last race. It's kind of surreal that it was a thing. Also, wasn't this a night race in real life? Also, when I was doing the season mode, I forgot that we ran Darlington earlier in the year, and that wasn't a night race. So, but in the race now it is. So I'm very confused on all of that, but let's get into it. Thank you to my tier 2 Patreon people, as well as my YouTube members for and channel appreciate early access videos like this, as well as channel emotes when I stream. Thank you for what you guys do. I appreciate it. Let's get into it and probably destroy the field as per usual. That's at least the trend.
Today, EA Sports is at the Darlington Raceway in South Carolina for the Mountain Dew Southern 500. This is more than just another race at a famous place. Some of the biggest names in NASCAR history have won this time-honored event, and many have not. 2 races remain on the road to the Nextel Cup Championship, and the next 500 miles may be the most demanding. Every position and each point even more valuable, and a win in the Southern 500 is priceless.
Good introduction, no problems there. Love the hype behind it. Default setup as usual, but we made the adjustments to the wedge and the tire pressure. That's really it. And with that, we'll get into qualifying. Jimmy's already on pole, so we'll have to dethrone him, but he is putting up a fight, which I appreciate. So we have to kind of go knocking on his door of the the hammer in the nail of the coffin of the final, whatever that quote Marty Ree was trying to say, and you know, make him to be a pleb in his universe even more, because in real life he had like 14 wins up to this point, and in this reality he only has 2. So I kind of like this universe, honestly. And that's gonna be a pull as per usual. Didn't even have, I was already saying it before I even hit the line. And that's a 29.0, so by half a second. That's promising. We'll see what we can do in the race. Now the spring one, ooh, the Power Pride car, ooh, that's something. But all right, we got off to a good start, typical. And now I remember the spring race was very uneventful. We have more laps. I don't know if that's really gonna matter, but for now we're just gonna cruise and pull away like usual. So I think my literal just pre-race narration will be longer than this race itself, damn near, just because there's just nothing going on. There's nothing to talk about. This game just infuriates me to no end. Alright, pitting this time. We could even just speed in there if we really wanted to, because we have such a lead. Like, it's just unbelievable. But yeah, standard 4-tire stop. There's really nothing. I mean, well, Brendan Gaughan holding us up doesn't help either. So I'm sure we'll lose a lot of this lead just because our pit crew is terrible and everything. Because, you know, nothing's fair in this game. It's got to be try to cheap shot me in every way possible. But I'm just too good and we overcome it a lot. So there's that too. That's going to be a 15-3. So the pit crew, to their credit, do exactly what they need to do. Now we're just going to leave pit road, even Steven McQueven, as fairly as possible. So now we just have to wait for everything to cycle through, and we should be in the lead. Now, how big would that lead be? I don't know. If it's at least 5 seconds, then that would be nice, but I doubt it. We're in the lead. I just have to wait to see where this interval's gonna shake out. Okay, it's 4 seconds, so we lost about a second. So there goes any chance of us winning by 10 seconds to match the spring race. Even though we should have a bigger interval just because this race is a little bit longer, but I guess, I don't know, I guess it's just not going to matter. The race length has no difference on the interval, but I'll try. I'll try to get it to 10 seconds, but I'm assuming we're going to probably get around 9 seconds, so that's my prediction. Once again, just got to point out, how come Chicagoland burns the tires off more than Darlington? That don't make a whole lot of sense. I'm no expert, but I feel like Darlington would have more tire wear than 3-year-old Chicagoland. Just, I'm very perplexed by that. Well, white flag's out. We're losing time on the interval, so I keep dealing with lap traffic. They keep chopping me and cutting me off. It's very annoying, but it's just the same old shit with this game. But thankfully, I have nothing stupid's happened from it yet. Just take it easy in turn 3. Torres stripping up the track. Greg Bibble's trying to go almost 3 wide, but we'll lap Derek Cope. Maybe. We will. And that's a dub. Lost a lot of time there at the end. Barely won by 8 seconds, so my estimation of like getting to around 9 seconds was wrong. So thank you, lap traffic. In fact, it was 7.9. And Jimmy got second, and I think we're going to probably clinch the championship with that, because we led all but 3 laps. We get 190. We gain 20 points. That's 180. So we did it. We clinched it. We can't ever have exciting championship battles on this channel. It has to be literally an amalgamation of me just being boring. So, sorry. I wish I didn't have to do it this way, but the game just kind of forces your hand. That's kind of what I had to do in career mode, is just win constantly. And even then, it took a lot. I guess with a fully upgraded car, I guess it doesn't mean... I guess it's too quick. I don't know. But, so, yeah. Jimmy tried. He did literally everything he could, but he didn't even lead lap. In fact, that all went to Marlin, so that's basically it. We lapped up to 30-something. 39th, okay. So, there's that. Championship ours. Hooray. At least we got that on our side. Can't tell if that's a 2003 trophy. Wouldn't surprise me if it is. The game's copy and pasted everything else, but couldn't tell. And next up will be the last race of NASCAR 2005. Homestead. The track that has probably been notoriously the worst with tire fall off. Worse than even Chicagoland. But maybe I'll be surprised? I don't know. It's racing this on the emulator with the Xbox One controller is just... It's so different. It's almost easier. But I'm basing... I think my knowledge from the career mode, so it might be kind of messing my knowledge up, but I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see how that's going to be. I don't know. But obviously and naturally, we're going to be going with the championship car, the one that Kurt ran in 2004 for this championship. I feel like it's only fitting that we run with this car. I like this car, so I think it's fitting. We'll break the tradition of what we typically do. I did it for Daytona, and we'll do it for this. So, yeah. And that's it. Well, we'll get bonus race time, but I'm done recording for today. I've done enough, so that's for me on, like, another day to record. But, yeah, we're almost there. One more race away. And if we can look at the points, just to confirm it, Dale Jr., 185 back. Jimmy, 180 back, so we already clinched it. Now it's just more or less how much can we embarrass ourselves at Homestead? Like, how bad is that going to be for a send-off? Because, God, can you imagine if... Oh, I didn't even look at the freaking interval, like how big it was. I got to freaking do that now. My mind was just thinking, like, oh my God, it's almost over. Like, we're almost there. And then my brain just didn't even think about it. God damn it. I got to go on my editing and figure it out. So with copying and pasting that, 7,990. Put it there. And we'll see what that puts it. Probably somewhere in the top 30, maybe. I'm not really sure. Oh, it's 28th. Okay. So, it's 28th. And apparently we never had a finish where it's exactly 7.9 seconds. So, that's a first. Okay, that's it. That's our little synopsis on that. Well, now we know. Now we know what the margin was. So, yeah. See you all in a moment when we get prepared for Homestead. Well, we're finally here. The last race of the season, and it's probably at the worst track in this entire game. So I'm probably gonna be mad. You know, we can't have a nice farewell. You know, can't reminisce. It's gonna be an angry one. So be prepared, because this track's stupid. So thank God we went into this race and we have clinched the championship definitively. There's still a chance we can lose like 100 points, but either way, we got it. So it's really just a battle between second, because Junior and Jimmy they've been swapping it back and forth. They've been just all over second place like it's no tomorrow. Obviously, I did not mean to click that. The thing is so sensitive with the input, it's really annoying. But we're going with the Sharpie car. It looks good, makes me happy. There's not a whole lot else really to say. Let's get into it, get it over with as fast as possible, because this race will truly be a freaking grand finale, 4th of July explosion of frustration and anger. It encapsulates everything wrong with this dog pile water game. But Bill Weber, make a good commentary thing. Go ahead.
The Homestead Miami Speedway in South Florida has transformed itself into one of the most exciting tracks on the NASCAR circuit. Today, it plays host to the last race of the next Toe Cup season and a tribute to the next series champion. Just 400 miles remain before the final checkered flag falls, but the story and the glory of this season are far from finished. Big names desperate for a win, and new names poised to celebrate a championship. It's all right here, as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to the Ford 400.
Good introduction. Unfortunately, we clinched it, so there's no hype, but he tried. But yeah, setup is just higher pressures and wedge. Pretty much the same case for this whole season. I don't know what the answer is for the wedge. The car wiggles and wobbles, whether it's tight or loose. There's truly no fixing it. But Jimmy's on pole, so that's kind of, you know, it's too little too late. But we'll qualify, get on pole, so we can sweep the entire season, literally. That should be pole, albeit barely, based on it from what I've experienced. It's a 31.6, and second place 31.7. So, yeah, even our pole margin is nearly as big, because when that fall off happens, it's going to be ridiculous. It literally took me like 3 laps to be passed, which, yeah, everything about this track is wrong. You'll see it. I know I'm just like rambling and ranting already, because I understand it, but you won't understand. I mean, if you see my career mode stuff 5 years ago, but then again, literally 95% of the viewers that watched in like 2019 when I did this career mode series probably fucked off to other things, because they're like, this guy's boring as shit, because IDK player was right. So, you know, who knows how many people have been sticking around since 2019. It's probably a few dozen, but it's frustrating when I think back in like Heat 4, like late in the season, like late in the career mode, it was like part 120 something. I'm still able to pull in like 1,000+ views on a video. Now it's not even that. I've lost. It's 5 times less than that. I don't know where that accurately calculates into, but all I know is that is what, 80% of a loss. So it's not exactly 95%, but it's fucking 80% at least, if not more. So, you know, estimation's pretty close. Also, we're hanging on to the lead, but it's not gonna last. So, yeah. Already tire smoke. Yeah, lap 3. Lap 3 and we're already getting it. I don't understand why the track drives the way it does, how it reacts in the way it does. The RPMs are really low. Going into the corner, you have to back up the corner so much more. The AI just simply don't have to do it. The car just wiggles and wobbles. I really early on into the run, so I don't know. But we lose the lead on lap 3 going in lap 4, just like my practice runs, just as I envisioned it to probably happen. You know, other than the one little bobble, I feel like I've done everything else pretty good. But if we're already having problems already, then by lap 16, we're going to probably be outside top 10. So it's definitely going to be worse than Chicagoland. It's going to be a worse finish of the season, and it's really annoying, because this is the only way the game can be competitive. This is why I purposely qualified in first every race, or, you know, intentionally qualified, which then led to me being first. Because if I just started last with these race percentages and everything, I would never win a championship. It took everything just to clinch it getting into this last race. So if I started last, it would not have happened. Somebody send in the comments as possible. I love to see proof because I don't think it is, unless you do a lot of custom setups, and probably, but not with just basic pit row adjustments. No, I do not see it. So yeah, already lost the lead, and we'll just continue to drop back. So I'm gonna just hold my lane as best I possibly can. I wish I can stop talking so I can focus, but the AI are so bunched together because they don't spread out. It's like they took that from Thunder 4 and be like, they spread out too much. Screw it. Let's make them all be basically like a plate track, and they're all like relatively close together. In fact, they're more spread apart Daytona and Talladega than they are here. So, point I'm trying to say is Talladega and Daytona, they spread out a lot. But then at Homestead, they don't. I might just explained it twice. One for the normal people, and one for the dumbasses like me that didn't understand what I was trying to articulate. So, yeah. And it just did that wiggle thing. Why? I don't know. I probably was going too fast in the corner. But all the AI can, so that's also infuriating. Can Bobby Labonte just please pass me? Because clearly I can't hold a line for the life of me. So can't even get one corner. Can't even get one corner to just relax. So I could just, wallow in my own misery for a little bit. Can't even ask for that. Maybe I can finally, I don't know, we're going so slow in the corner. Maybe we'll finally chill in fifth for like a lap so I can stop talking. Because my mouth hurts. Because my mouth is just a literal, utter nightmare of freaking problems. Because it's so sensitive to anything anymore. That, like, almost every day I'm in some kind of freaking pain. It would be nice to not be in pain for once. So, would like to stop talking, please. It hurts when I even freaking scream. Please, just give me that. Nope, because Rusty's there. Didn't see him. My bad. Just wanted a little bit of breathing room, but can't clearly have that, so. Yeah. Alright. Nope. We just still can't have. Nope. Because literally, first through. Oh, okay, Jimmy's finally pulled away, but. Literally, the whole field just fucking together. Just unbelievable how it's just so bunched. And so stupid. I hate everything with this game with every fiber of my being. Couldn't even get a corner because Casey Kane's underneath me because I can't just keep the car on the bottom. It just refuses to. And also I gotta worry about this fucking yellow line. Why did it do that? Why did it react that way in the corner? I don't know. I was trying to maybe brake a little bit earlier or something, but nah, that time it just wanted to go straight. I don't know. I can't explain it. So another thing I have to constantly worry about is going below the white line. God forbid if I get too good of a corner, the car just skates, because if you go under that, the thing's gonna slip and slide, and, it's like a freaking, park. Water park. So, yeah. 5 more laps of this, where we're gonna continue to lose spots, continue to drift up the track. I mean, we literally have last place speed now. Like, this is just unbelievably bad. This is why I was dreading. Also, Tara Labonte alternate paint scheme. That's fire. That's awesome. But too bad. It's everything else sucks. Can't even enjoy that. So yeah, now it's just sliding. I mean, I can maybe make the adjustment to make it tighter. But like, is it really gonna fix the car? Drive any fucking better? Like I can't even explain how bad it drives. It just won't turn, or it turns too much. It'll go from turning, then not turning, then turning to not. It's just so ass backwards, so upside down, but we're 41st. So, now we can finally breathe and relax, only because the damn near the entire field is past me, and I'm slower than everything. Okay, there's one car behind me, but that's because they got in some wreck that messed them up. So, they will eventually pass me too. Don't worry. 130 something miles an hour and it still wants to skate. I could probably fucking go on iRacing right now in my defunct account. Well, I can't anymore, but point is, I can literally get on iRacing, run around this track, and be faster. And that's an AI yellow. The first time we've ever had one in like multiple races. Took till the end of the season to have that happen. Too bad we're slow, so none of this really means anything. But we'll have a green flag pit stop. Well, we'll pit under yellow. Some people, I think, were just starting to pit, or I don't know, but that's weird. I've had that happen in my practice runs for some reason. They just like to wreck themselves here. I don't understand that, but whatever. We're gonna pit. I guess make it tighter if that's gonna help it, but probably not gonna do a thing because this game's stupid. But no, everybody wants to frickin' have their nostalgia goggles on and think this game is like frickin' the best ever when it's so broken and so bad with the tire fall off stuff. And it's like, even if the AI had tire fall off, then I would be like even destroying the field even more. So there's like no winning it. There's like no benefit. So yeah, maybe someone in the comments like, oh, just you should have adjusted the way. I'll do it. Will that make it better? Will we actually gain spots? Probably not. I mean, maybe at first. I'll give you that. Maybe at first. But overall, no. We'll still lose time and everything. I think we gained a spot during the pit cycle. Yep, so the field order is all jumbled up apparently. So we gained some spots. I mean, hey, props to the pit crew. They did something. We're probably going to be fast for all of 3 laps. So we'll see how much time we can even gain in those 3 laps. But the reason why I freaking made it looser is because it's so freaking tight in the corners normally. But then when I brake, it's really loose. How do I fix that? How do I drive a car that acts so just bipolar and so unsure of everything? I don't know. But I would love to have anyone play this game and just run the pit road adjustments and just the tire pressures and wedge and just hop on here and you'll fucking see with tire wear, with everything, no bullshit. I love to see how well they do. I'm sure there's someone that could just be amazing at it, because there's always going to be someone. But, like, I think 99% that play this will encounter the same struggles I did. Well, we're getting spots past lap 3, so that's something. I think the fall-off's still going to be as tremendous as usual. It may not be as bad, so I don't know. I don't know why it was such a problem before. I did practice with that adjustment and it was fine, and I go into this and it's just like the worst thing ever. But that's the thing, once you slip off the bottom lane, you're just screwed, because you cannot get back down there, and they just refuse to give you an opening because the field is so bunched up. But yeah, so we're doing okay now, but it's not gonna last for long. That's just how it goes. Yep, here it comes. Yep. Starting to lose time. The fact that they're passing me on the outsides, alright, just bad vibes. We only got 8 more laps of this, and then we're done with this godforsaken game, and then I can take a break from this channel in like the traditional like season mode format for a long ass time, because it's really sad that the games I grew up playing and I remember having fond memories of, even if some of them weren't as great games, that they turned into fucking piles of shit because none of them were fun. That's really fucking sad. The games that I liked playing growing up just now feel miserable to play. Like, what kind of... That's a tragic villain backstory right there if I've ever seen it. But, yeah, Terrell Bonnie got the inside of me, so this is it. This is where we're probably going to lose all of our spots. The car does not turn, as if the wedge adjustment really made a difference in anything. It's doing that weird wiggle thing again. Can't explain that, but... Yep, because I gave up that bottom there to one corner because it just won't stick no matter how I approach the corner, no matter how early I try to brake or what. None of that helped. So, yeah, wonderful, fun. This is why this track's terrible. And this is why I qualified for this particular fucking race, because it's stupid. I didn't think I was gonna clinch the championship, but I'm glad I did, because we probably would be in jeopardy of losing all of it in this one race, because it drives terribly. I just want to get away from all this. Though, even though the car actually kind of has speed on the outside, but we're going up against so many slower cars, so it gives me this illusion as if we're fast, but I know we're not. But yeah, it's not as bad entering the corner, so the adjustment helped. But look at where we're at. I mean, we are in the trenches of Normandy in NASCAR terms. Like, it's just terrible. I think I've gained some spots. I don't know. I'm afraid to even make contact with them. Why will it not turn 142 fucking miles an hour? And it won't turn. Everything about this car is just off. The RPMs are off. We should be hitting way more RPMs. The AI can just go through the corner. There is so much disadvantage at my disposal that it is just unreal that they released the game in a state like this and even tested Homestead and just thought, yeah, that's great. Can you imagine if you're battling for a championship, having a grand old time in this game, you come to this fucking track and you lose a championship because this track is so fucking unbalanced? Happened to me in my career mode twice, where I'll win like 6 out of the 10 chase races because Kansas and this track are so broken. It destroys my championship because apparently we need a this is why this format's stupid. Just because of 5 of the 10 times that this was used from like 2004 to 2013, like crown the right champion, doesn't mean that's a successful grade. That's still a 50. I mean, in my school, that's a failing grade. But either way, that's 5 out of 10. I can narrow it down even more. 2004, Jeff Gordon had the best car all year, but it went to Kurt, so that's kind of messed up there. 2005, Tony Stewart, so that's actually as it's supposed to be. 2006, that's accurate because Johnson would have won regardless. 2007, it was Johnson, but Gordon really had the best car year. 08, it was actually Johnson, but Edwards had the best car year. 09, it was Johnson. 2010, Harvick had the best car year, but it went to Johnson instead. 2011, it was Edwards, but Stewart won instead. 2012 would have been Brad regardless, and 2013 was Jimmy anyways. Also, we're in the wall, and everybody's just exploding. So, yeah, what a finale. What a finale to this dog shit game, to a dog shit channel that has just been dead and it's a corpse for the last like 4 or 5 years. Great encapsulation of literally everything. So, glad this is over. We get 39th, and that was just terrible. Fuck this track, fuck this game. That's like 140 points maybe we lost. But this is why I built up that point rate. This is why I was harping on it so long, because of shit like that. Because it's stupid. Now you understand. I was not freaking making it up. So Jimmy gets 170 points. We did lead some laps. 51. So 51. And Jimmy's 170. So we lost, what, 119 points there? Could have been even more. Jimmy could have won. He was leading for most of this, so could have. And that's our second race outside top 10, but it took literally the entire field having a completely different tire advantage than me. So that's just fair. Very, very fair. I'm never touching this game again. I'm not touching many of these games ever again because I'm so fed up with this dog shit. I'm just... None of this was fun. And I just want to have fun with life and everything else. Because this sucks. So, I don't know. Let's just get out of here and win this championship. This freaking embarrassing season. Yeah, we did it. Hooray. We don't even get a trophy. We don't even get to see what the trophy looks like because this game could be fucking bothered to even do that. Oh, I saw a corner of it. I'm glad. Is that a classic game right there? I only saw a glimpse of it in the corner of my eye. That's riveting. And that's it. Season complete. About as bland and boring as it should be. So yeah, 61 points. We lost 119 points. Junior gets third. Gordon tried. He gets fourth, so good for him. And Elliott Sadler last. By 4 over Harvick, so that's actually pretty close. But there is the rest of your results to those that care. I wish that this series was entertaining, but I wish this game... Actually, why is there 69? That's funny, but... Yeah, that's this game. There. We're done. We're freaking done. Let's wrap this up. Big shout out my tier 3 Patreon supporters, Dave Furn, Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carrier, Max Link 1906, and my name is John for support again. Thank you for what you guys do. I always appreciate it. It does me a lot, and it always goes a long way, so thank you as always. I'm done. I'm tired of yelling. I'm tired of being angry. I'm tired of being fucking miserable. Until NASCAR 25 comes out or more news of that comes out, then maybe I'll do a video or something, or a race review of some race that's like ridiculously stupid. Maybe I'll make a video of that kind. Or obviously there will probably be some live streams here and there, but I'm so disgusted with so much shit right now. I'm tired of being miserable. I'm tired of not having fun. I just want to have fun again. And I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know. I mean, this channel kind of helps financially with me a little bit in some way. So, like, what happens then, I need to be away from this for a while. I just need a long ass break. And I'm so sick of everything. This game, I mean, I'm glad I got through it as quick as I did, because I was like 2 races an episode, basically, for the most part. But, like, Jesus Christ, that finale. Miserable. Absolutely miserable. And I did some practice. I knew it was going to be like that. I just knew from past experience. It's not, okay, well, maybe it's on the emulator. Maybe it'll be a little bit different. It was not. It was not any different. It felt worse. I mean, that wedge adjustment kind of helped. But, again, we still lost as much spots as we would have. Maybe instead of 39th, we might have finished 34th. Ooh, it would have been so much better. So, I don't know. Point is, I want to be away for a little bit. And everything. I'm really disgusted with so much things right now. I'm disgusted with how this channel's just performing. It's really sad to just see videos get like 200 views when I used to get like over 1,000 plus. It's just, NASCAR gaming is so goddamn dead. And I guess I just can't carry a game. I need the game to give me something. I don't know. I feel so dejected. I feel like a failure. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess I just gotta be fake and just throw in like every crazy edit imaginable. But that's just not me. So I didn't adapt. I just never adapted properly. And I never censored myself. That's also affected me in the algorithm too. So there's a whole myriad of reasons, but I just want to be away. I just need to be away for this. That means like if I make a video like a few days after this one or whatever comes out, then it's like, don't be going to this thinking like I'm lying and making shit up or any of this. But just if there's some crazy whack ass shit that happens in the cup race, I'll probably talk about it. And there will be probably live streams. But in terms of these types of like just let's play videos, I don't know when they're coming back. I really don't. I really don't know. I mean, even the New World of Outlaws, like right now, that doesn't even sound interesting enough to me to even touch. NASCAR 09 challenges, yes, maybe someday, months from now, but I don't have any desire to do that right now. So, I don't know. But that's it. I'm done. Fuck this series. The only thing that's interesting... Actually, I gotta bring it up here. The only thing interesting is just keeping track of this, because we'll be one at Phoenix. That was our 100th win. I mean, you factor in the 2 All-Star races, technically 98, but that was our 100th win in all of these, like, this from Thunder 02 to NASCAR 05, and we won 23 races, which lines up with Thunder 02 with 23, Thunder 03 with 20 there, because All-Star race, and Thunder 04, that's just disgusting, because it's, like, 32 races, so, yeah. Either way, that's it. I'm done. See you all later, and, yeah, have a good day, everyone.